What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick Minton Outdoors. How's my outdoor crew doing? Hope this video finds you well. We're on to part 2 of today's video that I'm shooting. We are about to leave Stones River Battlefield. We're headed to Old Stone Fort State Archaeological Park. It's about a 40-minute drive from where I am. I told the wife I was going to make a good day of it today. Try to get a couple good videos shot. So we're going to head to a state park now. We've been to a national park. We're going to head to a state park now, within 40 minutes of each other. So we're going to take off. We're headed down towards Manchester, Tennessee, and we will see you when we get there. Alright guys, we're at Old Stone Fort. There is the iconic bridge. It's only open to foot traffic anymore. You can't drive across it. But we're going to go up to the fort here in a minute. Then we'll go and look at the campground, see what the gate got. Find a place maybe for camping next time. I got another spot right down here we're going to go check out that I saw as I was coming in. So I'm going to turn around and we're going to head back up that way. Then we'll go to the other side and check out the camp. All right, this is a boat launch onto the Duck River. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see it. I figured it'd be up a lot worse than it is. It's all the storms and stuff we had last night. I was talking to one of the park guys that works here, and his town was one of the ones hit pretty hard last night. So he must live in Readyville, because they got hit pretty hard. But there's you a boat launch if you want to launch your boats, non-motored boats. But really neat area. All right, so where we're at right now is right here. We were at that boat launch. We're gonna go back up here to Old Stone Fort itself. It's right up here. Then you have to go back out on the main road and drop down to get into the parking lot or get into the campgrounds, and we'll go check it out. They do have, we'll pass it up here in a second. So let me go ahead and get going. They do have a day use area that is a picnic area, playground, that kind of stuff. Got bathrooms, got hiking trails. That normal fare that you would find at a state park. But the main office and everything's up at the fort. So we'll go on up to the fort and check it out, and we'll walk over to it. We'll give it a try anyway. Make his legs do something. Alright guys, so we're making our way back up to the truck slowly but surely, inch by inch, step by step. I did a little hiking. Well, basically this place is divided up between two rivers, and the picture I'll throw in right now is a 50-foot track that is between the two rivers. So there's a river over there, and then there's the Duck River over here. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now I think I'll go and check out the campgrounds with possibilities of camping there someday. Neat old park. Neat old park. Okay, so to the, I think it was 5 teens I just met a little bit ago. Good to see you. Hope you got my YouTube channel off the back of my truck and that kind of stuff. Here's your pictures I took of you. they said, would you take my picture? They all said, would you take our picture? And it was like, yeah. I said, yeah. What will it be on? I said, it'll be on YouTube. Mid-10 Outdoors. So here's the old Stone Ford Campground, which is on the other side of the river. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, we should go past that bridge that we've seen. Let's see, stop. Check in. Campsites. We're going to go check out the campsites. Well, they look flat. I'll give them that. Matter of fact, some of them look a little too flat. The very first ones in the beginning are swamp. I can tell you that. And I was thinking about camping down here this weekend, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. Well, that one's got a tent pad, so that would be okay. I don't know. But one back there had a tent pad. Yeah, I'll tell you what, some of these you would be swamped. If you're in a camper, no problem. But as far as regular tent camping, I don't know. It'd be tight. Be real tight. These aren't bad. I still bet it was muddy as crap this morning if they got a bunch of rain. Be willing to bet. There's one with the tent pad, but man, the swamp you'd have to go through to get to it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be up here after rain. So site 16. Man, they're kind of landlocked as far as water goes. I mean, geez. Site 17's got a tent pad. 18 does not have a tent pad. Let's see. Oh. So future me, when you're editing this, make those notes. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad place to come camp. It'd be kind of cool because it's, I mean, it's, oh, these are backed up to the river, to the Duck River over here. But there's not much. If you got a camper, you're fine, but anything else, you're kind of hard pressed. 22 is not terrible. I don't know if I was recording earlier when I was driving on the other side, but something came out of the trees and just launched down on my truck hard. So these backside campsites have tent pads, but if it has rained, you know, you're not far from the bathroom. Of course, you got woods. Okay, so site 10 had a tent pad. That's the only one over here that has a tent pad. Yeah, future Patrick, write this down. Make notes of these that I have said. Can't go flying through here. I'll knock it out pretty quick, but you know, Speed limits, people, speed limits. As you see over here in the 30s, well, no, 32 has a tent pad. I'd do that because you can see the river. See the boat launch from here. 33 has a tent pad. I would do that. It's not too bad. 34 has a tent pad. I would do that. Matter of fact, these over here look a lot drier. You're not very far from the bathroom. I bet it got interesting up here last night. I really do. I think that's about it for the campsites. I don't have very many. Let me see. Maybe some more over there. This is nice. Man, this would be a real... I'd come back down here like soonish. Yeah, I would. I'd come back down here kind of soonish. Let's see. There's a tent pad. That's right across from the bathroom too. That's site 40. Not a bad looking campsite. Go down through here. But you would definitely have to keep an eye out on weather. If they got any kind of a rainstorm, you wouldn't want to be camping in a tent. Those last few tent pads, they were in pretty good shape. There wasn't any water around them, but them first few, there was some water around them. You could put a tent in 43. I could put a tent in 43. You could put a tent in 44. There's a tent pad. I see it. Now, even if I had a camper, this site right here, 46, it's surrounded by water just about. Yeah, that would suck. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but it would. These are really tight spaces too. So you're not gonna have wiggle room. Better be good at backing that thing in. Okay. Let me see. You wouldn't think sitting up on top of this hill this place would be that swampy, but man, it is. I guess because it's sitting on top of this hill. We're gonna go over here to the other side of the bridge real quick. One way or another. Well, they do have dumping stations for your dumping pleasures. There's the old bridge down there. I'll show you. There's the old bridge right down there. Right down there. That's pretty neat. Alright guys. Well, that's it for the tour of the campgrounds. All right, guys, we're going to close it out right here. We're at Old Stone Fort State Park Campground entrance. Got it all in. This is another one of those state parks that's split off by something. Henry Horton's that way. When I went down to Mousetail, it's that way. The primitive campsites are spread off from the regular campsites. Well, the campground itself is not attached to the main park. It's actually, you have to go out of it and come around to get to it. I'm not going to say one of the most pristine parks I've ever seen, but I mean, we just had a huge storms last night, floodings, tornadoes, you name it. It came through last night. Readyville, Tennessee, hit hard. other county communities hit really hard. Oh, it was wind. I didn't know what the hell that noise was. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this to an end. Keep in your prayers all the people affected by the tornadoes and storms overnight, last night. And once again, I know you've probably seen it on the news, the school shooting that happened in Nashville. Keep those families in your prayers. There was 3 children and 3 adults that were shot and killed. God be with their family. Senseless act. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As far as the campground goes, I would come back and camp in those spots that I named off, but some of those were pretty iffy, and if you had a big rain while you were camping, you would be in a mess. So anyway, all right, let's go. Appreciate you watching. To the 5 young people that wanted me to take their picture, well, there you go. It's good to run into people and they showed interest and everything. So anyway, be prepared. See you on the next one. Out.